Electrical work might seem intimidating, but with the right guidance and precautions, even a DIY beginner can handle basic electrical tasks safely and effectively. You're looking to make some home repairs or upgrades without calling in an electrician. Learning a few essential electrical basics is a game changer. Let us dive into everything you need to know about electrical work and how to avoid any shocking mistakes. First, let's talk about the tools you'll need. You don't need a whole professional toolkit to get started, but there are a few basics that will make your life easier and safer. A good pair of insulated gloves is a must. They'll protect you from any accidental contact with live wires. In most cases, the switch controls the hot wire, and the neutral wire stays connected directly to the light fixture. A grounded electrical system helps prevent electrical shock by directing electricity to the earth in the event of a fault. Wire gauge refers to the thickness of the wire, and different gauges are used for different types of electrical systems. Smaller wires are used for lighting and outlet circuits, while thicker wires are used for heavier appliances or systems that require more power, like air conditioners or electric stoves. Some electrical issues are simple and easy to fix with basic tools, but others, like working with high-voltage systems, upgrading your electrical panel, or troubleshooting major wiring issues, are beyond the scope of a DIY project. By using the right tools, taking precautions, and understanding your home's electrical system, you can tackle many minor repairs and upgrades yourself. However, always prioritize safety check, the power, understand the wiring, and if in doubt, ask a professional for help. Safe DIY electrical work is empowering and can save you time and money while improving your home's functionality. If you feel unsure or uncomfortable at any point, don't hesitate to consult a licensed electrician. Make sure you're using the right gauge for the task at hand, or you risk overloading the wire, which can lead to overheating or fire. Make sure to connect your ground wire to the ground terminal on outlets, light fixtures, or electrical boxes. Grounding is an essential part of keeping your home safe, and it's required by code in most modern homes. If you're working with an older home that may not have grounding, consider updating the wiring to improve safety. It's important to note that the power comes to the light fixture first, and then the switch interrupts the flow of electricity, not the other way around. This is key when you're replacing light fixtures or switches, because improper wiring can result in the circuit being live even when the switch is turned off. This panel is where you'll control the flow of electricity throughout your home. When you need to fix or replace electrical outlets, light fixtures, or appliances, the first step is always to locate the correct circuit breaker and turn it off. Many homes will have a labeled panel which tells you which breaker controls which part of the house. Always use wire nuts or electrical tape designed for the job. Never twist wires together and leave them exposed. Securely cover the splice and make sure that no part of the wire is exposed to air or moisture. An unprotected splice is a potential safety hazard and should be fixed immediately. If your panel is unmarked or unclear, you might have to test each breaker individually to find the right one. Taking a minute to verify you're cutting the correct power will prevent accidents. Also, invest in a voltage tester to make sure the power is off before you start working. A good quality screwdriver set, a wire stripper, and electrical tape are also essential. When you're dealing with wiring, safety is paramount. Now, let us address one of the most common mistakes when dealing with electrical tasks. Never assume the power is off. Use a voltage tester to verify that the circuit is de-energized before you start working. It's always better to double-check. Even if you've turned off the switch at the breaker, you need to confirm that no power is running through the wires. Electrical outlets usually have 3 wires: a hot wire, a neutral wire, and a ground wire. When replacing an outlet, the hot wire should connect to the brass screw, the neutral wire to the silver screw, and the ground wire to the green screw. Make sure that all the wires are secure and no bare copper is exposed. If you're installing a new outlet, make sure you're using a junction box to protect the wires and prevent accidental exposure. A simple voltage tester can save you from unnecessary shocks. Next, let's talk about the importance of understanding your circuit breaker panel. For those looking to replace or install new outlets, It's important to understand the wiring involved. 4 light switches and fixtures. Understanding the wiring is also essential. Another important note when working with electrical systems is the importance of grounding. When working with electrical wires, the proper wire gauge is just as important as the installation itself. If you ever need to splice wires together, make sure you're doing it correctly to avoid any issues. Lastly, one of the most important safety rules when dealing with electrical work is to know when to call in a professional. In conclusion, while electrical work may sound complicated, it's a manageable task for those who are careful, educated, and prepared.